Okay, I thought I'd have a quick go at the Space Invaders Invincible collection since I have access to a Switch at the moment. I don't have a Switch, but I have a Switch in my possession currently, so let's give it a play. I'm excited. Let's see what happens. So, I first want to point out that I won't be having the leaderboards on. There is a leaderboards function, but I can't remember my Nintendo password, so let's not worry too much about that. No, let's just have a look at what the game proffers to us, the viewer, the user, the discerning gamer. So, we have our collection of games, and these are the games that it said it would come with. So we've got Space Invaders Black and White, Colour, we've got Part 2, we've got Lunar Rescue, which it says here is based on Space Invaders hardware, which makes sense. We might have a go at that. Space Cyclone, this is the we saw Galaxian and went war. Yeah, it does look very much like they've seen Galaxian, because you know it's in colour and there's things moving around. There looks like there's some different gameplay aspects there, but we'll have a go at it. And then we've got Majestic 12, and we've got Super Space Invaders 91, which I should mention, according to the book. Oh, there's DX, of course. According to the book, let me just see. Was it in here actually? Yes, here we go. The biggest difference between Majestic 12 and Super Space Invaders is the arrangements of the stages. The Japanese version has 5 zones for a total of 21 screens, with boss changing if you get to the end without using continues. The export edition has a total of 43 screens. So that says to me it's got like just one double plus one levels. Seems odd that that'd be a thing, but I guess it must be. I incorrectly said in the unboxing video that they were the same game, and ostensibly they are, but apparently there's a bit more to it than that. That's in the book. The book that has a lot of useful and interesting facts in it. There's a fantastic interview with Tomohiro Nishikado as well. Yeah, I'm impressed by the book. Anyway, we've got Space Invaders DX, which we all know and love. Yeah, we've seen plenty of Space Invaders DX. I have to wonder, this says it's the arcade version, which again is apparently based on the SFC version. I thought this came first, so again, it's learning all sorts of stuff here. We've got Space Invaders Extreme. I did have a quick go of that before starting this recording, and yeah, it's still pretty damn great. Oh, you're a bit eager, aren't you? I don't know, I still feel like the DS version is the definitive version, but again, you can't really, yeah, there's only so much you can do, isn't there? And this is still a great version to play. Of course, the Extreme 2 is only on DS, and I need to pick that up. But we've also got Space Invaders Gigamax 4 SE, and I take issue with this because you will see in the description on the right hand side it says the first ever Space Invaders game to support simultaneous multiplayer. I don't know where they got that from, because this one supports simultaneous multiplayer. The 99 game, the 3D one, supports simultaneous multiplayer. Lunar Loonies supports simultaneous multiplayer. And Space Invaders DX supports simultaneous multiplayer. Possibly this doesn't count because it's competitive, but all the rest of them, they certainly do. So, yeah, I don't know where they've got that from. And if they're talking about the original experience, well, Space Invaders Anniversary on PS2, that had simultaneous multiplayer, and I'm pretty sure? No, I was going to say maybe 1500 did as well, but no, it doesn't. I don't think it does. It's got the competitive version, which is slightly different. And this isn't the original game, is it? It's got all sorts of things going on there. So, yeah, I really don't get that. That's just patently wrong, isn't it? I don't understand. They seem to have done the research for literally everything else, and then they just give us a lie. Lie, I say. And this was this 2018? Again, consult the book. Gigamax for SE 2018, yes. You'll notice that the Arkanoid game isn't in here. That's actually a separate game that you launch from the Switch main menu thing, which is interesting. Also, nice feature. Check this out. Just have a listen. Like it a lot. So, I'm not going to go through them all in order because, well, we can get an idea of what the arcade games are like just based on how the colour version plays. So we've got normal and challenge mode. Let's just go normal mode to start with. And this is what it looks like. So this, do you know, this actually looks slightly different here versus in handheld mode. So just quickly going to the game settings, we have this is a pretty important thing when it comes to retro compilations. We've got dot by dot mode, which is a 1-to-1 scale with the original. It's not the absolute original size, but it's integer scaled. And we've got standard mode. I don't really know what this is. It's kind of like the same as that, but squashed down. And as far as I'm aware, I've played original Space Invaders cabinets, and I don't believe they're supposed to be squashed down like that. But, maybe I'm wrong. Possibly this is correct. Maybe somebody in the comments will explain what that's all about. And then you've got fit, which is standard mode, but it stretches it out so it fills the vertical height of the screen. There is no mode that stretches it to the full screen, which is great because nobody wants that. We've also got game start sound effects. I don't know what that is. Let's turn it on. UFO counter. Ah, look. Can you see at the top right there? It tells you how many UFOs have been. You've also got scan lines, which is inaccurate. Let's see how that filter looks, actually. Actually, no, that doesn't look too bad. That doesn't look bad at all. That's a pretty decent scanline filter. It's actually fairly accurate as in my understanding. Yeah, it's got the little RGB bits as well. It does look. That's a pretty good scanline filter. I'm impressed, but I'm not going to leave it on because it doesn't do well with the old YouTube bit crushing that you get. Also, these options have got left and right arrows, but I can't go right from here. I have to go left, so that's a bit odd. You can change how many lives you get. You can't change the score that you need to get an extra life, though. That's something that is usually in these games, so I'm not sure why it's been omitted from this one. Anyway, I also do appreciate that it gives you a bit of time to, actually be ready. Well, we didn't get any game status effects, and yet it's Space Invaders. Now, I'm not counting my UFOs out, so I'm not counting my shots out. I'm just shooting because I want you to listen to the shots sound. In fact, the audio in general is. I don't know, it sounds inaccurate to me. The UFO sounds about right, but the marching sound effect is quite crackly. If we compare this to the Space Invaders 1500 on the PlayStation. We can listen to the audio differences, but this is a firing sound effect. It just sounds like everything's got a bit more bass to it. I don't think that's an unfair assessment. And the sound effect when you hit an alien is doesn't sound quite right either. I mean, it's off by such a tiny margin. It's close. It's so close that somebody who hasn't studied and played several different versions of Space Invaders and several different versions of this exact game would not even notice and probably would not care. It's just me. Oh no, I die. But we also... yeah, we should point this out. There is a rotate screen option. Something that this does not do is rotate the controls. So it's not like the PSP version where it changed the controls based on how you had your screen rotated. The controls stay exactly the same. So, I mean, if you had a flip grip, then I think that would work fine for this. And if you had your Switch stood up vertically and you took out the Joy-Con and played like that, because it does work with just a single Joy-Con, which makes sense because you've got enough controls on it. You could do it like that, but it just seems a bit odd that, you know, they wouldn't give you the option of changing the controls for handheld mode. You can also quick save and quick load, which is, yeah, it's pretty standard stuff. So let's just nip back and see what challenge mode is for this. Time limit 3 minutes. Okay. Fair enough. And we've got the standard screen size. Here we go. Hooray! 1, 2, 3, 4. Ouch. Oh, you get 1 life. Well, we know what we can see what the challenge mode is and the sort of thing that you get. This isn't for me to try and get super high scores. This is just to show you what's actually on the cartridge. So that works. And yeah, you do get high scores and stuff. You'll notice that if I go to... Oh, I was going to say if I go to Majestic 12, you could see my high score, but it doesn't actually show it. It also appears that Super Space Invaders does not have a challenge, but Majestic 12 does. Which, fair enough, you know. I don't know, I think you could have different challenges in this, because there's that much going on that I feel like there's scope for it, so... But, whatever. You've also got DX. I'm curious as to what the challenge is in DX. It better not be the same. Wipe out the invaders in 90 seconds. Oh. Oh! It's wide. It's wide! Oh, we're in parody mode, okay. Is that the Silver Hawk? Hey. Cool. And they're also really low down. Wow, 120 points. I'm great at this, aren't I? Hooray! Game over. Oh, and if you don't survive to the end, it doesn't count. Okay, great. So let's just give these two a try, and then I'll leave it there. Because the thing is, you know what these games look like. We'll have a quick go at Gigamax as well. Yeah, you know what these games are all about. I don't think there's any point in belabouring things here. Because, there is definitely a game that I've played that looks like this, but, well, I guess not. Play player 1. So what am I doing? Right, I'm supposed to slow myself down. Okay. Oh, right, I see. Oh. What happened? Oh my goodness. So have you got to go and help the people? Eh? Surely you can't... Put in a few coins. Can you actually get any lift? I'm really puzzled by this because... Oh, I see. You're not supposed to go and collect the people. Oh, right! Oh, right. It makes sense. So you've got to go and land let the person on board your little eagle. And then you've got to frogger your way through. Ah! Oh, really? Come on, dude. I mean, I got points for landing. Really? That person came along and not the person right next to me. But it would appear that you also can shoot on your way up. Oh, come along! This game's harsh. Also, the top of the eagle kind of looks like a cassette tape. Oh, well, I can't remember which game it was that I played then because it wasn't this. Here we go. Hooray! I actually saved someone. Yeah, so it's a bit like Frogger, Lunar Lander, Missile Command and Space Invaders all got together. Had a bit of a party. And every stinking spaceship in the world doesn't want me to do that. It's a very strange game, this, but it is quite enjoyable. And a nice addition to the collection. That I'm trying to remember what it said on the Strictly Limited page. It was something like because this collection was a Japan exclusive initially. Strictly Limited brought it to the West. And I think I read on their page that the version in Japan came in two volumes almost. So let's go and play another game. You had the standard edition that was just the normal Switch cartridge, and then you had the special edition which included extra stuff. I'll have to go and double check that. Not that I'm gonna edit this video at all before putting it out, really, but I will have a look for my own peace of mind and see what the crack is there. Yeah, that I'm pretty sure that's what they said. So let's give this a try. The Galaxian, not really game. Space. Cyclone. 1980. You see, the problem here is that this already looks dated for 1980. If you compare it to Pac-Man and even Galaxian, I know I keep going on about it, but you know, it said here that this is on Space Invaders hardware. That's 2 years old by this point, and the games are moving at an insane rate. Oh, whoops. Let's give it a go. I recognise that music. What do I recognise that music from? So is the plan here just to shoot these dudes? Is that it? There's a lot more audio. There is a lot more audio. It sounds like a DOS game.
We're coming.
Oh my goodness, it's got speech.
We're coming. We're coming.
You are you?
Gotcha.
The speech in this makes golf sound like a joke. How come Taito were doing this and Golf comes along several years later with a... Oh my goodness. Lesson Constellation. That's the Big Dipper. Or the Great Bear. Ursa Major. So what's that display all about at the top? Is that just showing you how many dudes you've got left to shoot? Get out of it. Well, it's quite tricky to hit them when they're not on an asteroid. If they're just floating around.
We're coming. We're coming.
That Thunderbolt's pretty scary as well.
We're
Uh-oh, here comes the crotch monster. No! This is quite impressive. I mean, once again, I've got to say that it still looks kind of dated for 1980. If it had been around a year before, then it would have been even more impressive. 79, this would have been, you know. It's a shame. This was probably overlooked. And in fact, to go back to the book again, it was only produced in small numbers. Space Cyclone might be the most unique entry in this collection. Originally produced in very small numbers, its rarity in arcades led fans to call it a phantom game. Now, 40 years after its disappearance, you can play it in all its glory. Apparently the enemies are called Bems. Bems. Well, we're learning things. What about Lunar Rescue? What can we learn about this? Oh, no, there's nothing really exciting about it. It is what it is. They saw Lunar Lander and thought, yay, we can do that. I think Lunar Lander, was that 79 as well, or was that a bit earlier? I know it was a vector game. I'm pretty sure it predated Asteroids. But that's by the by, that's not what we're talking about. What we're talking about is, I'm just curious as to what the challenge mode is on Lunar Rescue. Well, I'll give this a quick try, then we'll go on to Gigamax. Score 1,500 points. I'm not going to do very well, am I? Can I just... Okay, so it really doesn't matter. You don't have to use any fuel whatsoever. That's literally just to avoid asteroids. Come here, Lem. Yay. We've got to hurry up. This is speedrun mode. Oh! Did you see that strat? That absolute strat? Yeah, look at that. Skills. Let's go for the high value targets first and get them out of the way. Excuse me. Oh no! I crashed! No! It occurs to me that I'd probably get even more points shooting the spaceships. Whoa! What on earth was that? Well, that seems unfair. Game over. Oh well. Never mind, let's just have a quick go at this last one then, and then I will leave it there. Because I want to know what this so-called first ever multiplayer Space Invaders is like. So, I just want to have a quick look at this in the book, because it pays to be informed. Gigamax 4 SE. Created for the Space Invaders 40th anniversary celebration in 2018, it was customised from the home edition of Space Invaders. So the wide display makes me think it's one of these arcade things, a bit like Pac-Man Battle Royale and Space Invaders Frenzy. Actually, that would have been a good one to include, wouldn't it? Imagine that. Can I skip the count? Yeah, I can. Okay. Wide Invaders. It feels a little bit faster. Just probably the UFOs works the same. Well, this is going to take ages. This would be a lot quicker with 4 people. Quite amusing though. But yeah, certainly not the world's first multiplayer Space Invaders, not by a long shot. Also, curiously, you only get 3 bunkers. Damn. Just wait here. Zap. Oh, look at that double kill. Whoa! Hello. Okay, things are happening now. What are you doing? Can I shoot you? Oh. I see. Oh. Yeah, this is definitely much better with multiple people. Whoa, whoa, wow, 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 there's so many. Well, I do enjoy that it starts out as like, oh, this is a normal game of Space Invaders, and then it ramps up and things change. Like it. Yeah, this is a good game. Maybe I can play it with somebody sometime. Oh, they're getting closer as well. Ah, no! I didn't even realise, because they're so small and fast, it's difficult to catch them. Yeah, I think I'm getting the idea here. Whoa, okay. However, I'm not sure what the criteria is for the UFO showing up. Power shot. Oh, Gallagher. Oh. Gallagher 88. Well, I can't do that, can I? And possibly I could get a Joy-Con out and control player 2 with my feet. Yeah. I'm not gonna do this in time. I would not have thought. What are you doing? Come here. Just keep shooting the corner. You don't scare me. Oh. I mean, I should have expected that. This is like the boss from Pluto. Well, I've only just got it down to half health, and I've got much more than half the time left. Much less than half the time left, sorry. So I doubt I'm going to be able to do this. Unless it's just you get that amount of time to do as much damage as possible. But yeah, if you had even two of you, would be able to do it tons quicker. Now there we go. I nearly got it as well. Look at that health bar. Well, what a shame. Arkanoid versus Space Invaders. Oh. Okay, this is interesting. So, to go back to the book, I mean, this is no good because you can't play this on a TV if it's going to be like this. Surely not. Arkanoid versus Space Invaders. This was a mobile game, not a 3DS game. Once again, I was getting mixed up with Gallagher. It's Pac-Man Gallagher Dimensions that I was thinking of. Warning. Oh my, what is that creature? Okay. I'm sure they are. Oh, I actually can't control it with the controller. Well, okay. This was a waste of time then. But whatever, you know it's there. It's on the cartridge. If you wanted to play it on your Switch, then you've got to play it vertically. I am guessing that it only works with touchscreen, which is a bit of a bummer. I think, because if you're going to put something like this on a console, you need to make sure it works with console controls. In Japan, this was originally download only. But, well, it's nice that it's included in the cartridge here. But yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'll give it a go and report back on Twitter or something. But yeah, that was Space Invaders Invincible Collection. That's what you get. Still, I mean, for me, there should be a big, massive, huge Space Invaders collection, and it should have everything in it. And I mean everything. I'm including the 99 game in that, and Extreme 2, and whatever other games that I can't think of off the top of my head, but should very well be included. I'm not talking stuff like, you know, the million different variations of DX. That's not necessary, but the unique mini-games that were in there, they should definitely be included. We just need this massive Space Invaders history collection that's just everything. And that would be impressive. But as it stands, I mean, I'm quite happy with it, and I would be happy with it. It's certainly better than Anniversary, which is a reasonable collection, but there's not really much outside the original. But for me, the definitive Space Invaders collection is still Pocket on the PSP. That's not on a home console, though, so I don't know. Just buy what you want. I don't know. I'm going to finish the video now before I keep rambling. So, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you for the next one.